Hello everyone! It's about a month and a half ago now that I came back from Cambridge, where I finished the last stretch of my Rehab to Walk Again project. In Cambridge I was for 2 months. I was there for 2 months. In those 2 months I focused mainly on, obviously learning to walk again. So what did I do? I spent a lot of time on functional electronic stimulation, which are these little patches that are hooked up to a machine that gives you impulses. So your muscles get used more intensely on top of the exercises that you do. I was practicing a lot of squats, a lot of sit to standing, those kind of things. So it's been a month and a half, 2 months now that I came back. What did I do in that past period? Well, besides enjoying to be home and working a bit in the house and so on, I've been keeping up with working out. Every day I walk an hour. So I take my crutches, I put on these foot protection things that keep my foot in a 90-degree angle, and I walk in my house, in the house, in the garden, to retain muscle function, and also just because it feels really good. It feels really good to be able to stand up and to feel like my legs being used. Like, I really look forward to these moments every day, and I'm very grateful that I can walk so well. So it feels great always to do it every day, and I miss it the days that I can't. Like, some days I'm sick or something and then I can't do it, and then I feel it in my body that I miss it. Now, one of the reasons that I'm making this video, there's several reasons. One of the first reasons is that I want to kind of like delve a bit deeper into the process of what it is to learn to walk again. About like a year and a half ago, I was participating in a guided meditation, and at that guided meditation you were supposed to draw how you feel and how you would like to feel. So first I was drawing myself during the first part of the meditation. I was drawing myself how I felt as this like small person, and like my legs were really short and kind of like curled in each other. It was like very symbolical drawing. My legs were very much like curled into each other, and I was small, and like there was like this red burning aura around me. So that was how I drew myself, how I felt. And then the second part of the meditation, of the exercise, was that you had to meditate and then draw how you would like to feel. And I was drawing myself during that second part, like tall, very long, with like this green aura around me, my legs standing tall. And after finishing that exercise, finishing that guided meditation, I went away, and I was thinking about what this meant to me, and I realized that there was such a big difference between how I feel and how I would like to feel, and I realized that a huge part of that was walking again, because I already realized for some time that I had potential, at the time that I had potential, and that I could do more with what I had been given, but that I wasn't really focusing on learning to walk again. So that moment, we're having this like very visual, striking imagery, like feeling very very small and like curled up and like radiating like this burning energy and like this energy needing to escape. That image versus like standing tall and like having this light energy, and like, that was very striking. So that was the moment that I decided, like, okay, I want to focus 100% on learning to walk again and dedicate myself to it. So from that moment on, I decided, okay, I'm going to do a crowdfunding. I did that crowdfunding, as some of you may remember, for going to Barcelona. In 48 hours I had all the money together to go to Barcelona. I went to Barcelona a couple of months later, and I made incredible progress. Like, I used to be always sitting in my wheelchair Now I was able to stand up with crutches. It was amazing. It was an amazing feeling. So I came back from Barcelona with a lot of hope, with a lot of like realizing my potential. You know, like I was training like 3 to 4 hours every day there. It really showed me that what I wanted to achieve was possible. So from there on, I kept training at home, doing some physiotherapy where possible, going to the gym to keep up like my legs, you know, to not lose the things I gained during the Barcelona period. Then I decided to start a second crowdfund campaign, to start a second intensive rehab period in Cambridge. Why Cambridge? Well, I chose Cambridge because in Barcelona I ran into a person called Zach Washington Young, and he was a great inspiration to me because he kind of had the same accident as me, and he through intense rehab learned to walk again. He never uses his wheelchair anymore, and he can basically live life without a wheelchair. He's on his crutches. He did it, you know, he did what I wanted to do. So this person was attending rehab in Barcelona, but also combined it with going to Cambridge. So I told myself, okay, this person recommends me that center in Cambridge. He's obviously very experienced. So from that moment I decided to start a second rehab period. The crowdfund campaign was also successful after some time. Thanks to many contributions of like almost 100 people. So that period now was about like I just said at the beginning of the video, it's like about 2 months ago now, and now the next step for me is kind of the reason why I'm also making this video. I'm gonna go into that in a second, but there's just a couple more things I wanted to say. First of all, in this past year and a half, I've made so much progress. I was always sitting in a wheelchair, and now I can walk again. I feel very confident walking. When I was in Cambridge, I was doing distances of like 800 meters to a kilometer every day, and I think I could do way more than that. So it's such an amazing feeling to be able to realize this, to get out of that chair and to take your destiny into your own hands. Like, I'm so grateful to all the people who supported my campaign, who shared it. This is like the best gift you could have ever given me, and I know it's a lot of people, and I can't really thank everybody personally. But I think the people who shared and who contributed and who helped in any way, they know who they are, and I want to thank you from the depth of my heart. It means really a lot to me. Now, the final reason why I'm making this video is because I'm about to start another crowdfund campaign, but this time I'm gonna do things a little bit different. So how I want to do it this time is that I'm looking for companies who are willing to sponsor me. So I'm looking for companies who are willing to sponsor me. For what should they sponsor me? Well, that's a bit different from the previous times. So previous times I've always done like a crowdfund campaign. People can go to the website, support there, and the money gets given to me. But this time I think that's not gonna work anymore, because I'd already noticed the last time this was more difficult to raise money like this. So this time I would like to find companies who want to support me. How would I like them to support me? Well, by sponsoring me per meter that I walk. So the plan is, on the 1st of February of 2020, I plan on walking as far as I can in a day. So what this concretely means is that I will put my wheelchair somewhere, I will take my crutches, I will take a small backpack with some water, and I'll have people who film me, and so it will all be like shown in a video and so on. And I want people to sponsor me, I want companies to sponsor me with a certain amount per meter. So for example, a company says, okay, I want to sponsor you for 10 cents per meter, and I walk 2 kilometers, then it's 2,000 times 10 cents. If another company says, okay, we want to sponsor you for 50 cents, then it's 2,000 meters times 50 cents. So I'm looking for like small contributions from companies. I think I've asked a lot from people, like for my friends, for my family. I already noticed last time it didn't work very well anymore to get the money together like that. So I'm counting this time on companies to help me out in the Christmas spirit that maybe is still lingering in some companies' offices right now. I don't know. I'm hoping. So yeah. I hope I explained it clearly. In the description below I will also explain a bit more how this would work practically. But if you're a company that wants to support me, I'm learning to walk again. On the 1st of February I'm going to walk as far as I can. To have a bit of a reference, in the past I walked probably like not a meter. The farthest I've walked was 1,200 meters, so kilometer 0.2. I think I could do 2 kilometers. It's really difficult to tell. I'm not gonna be doing 10 kilometers, just to give a reference, or 5 kilometers. Like, I walk really slow. It takes me an hour to walk like 800-900 meters, 2 kilometers. So I walk very slow. It's physically very intense. My legs are not used to it to walk very far, but that's the concept. I hope people like it. I hope you are willing to support me with it. In case you're a company that wants to support me, please contact me. I will put my contact details in the description below. Obviously, I'm willing to give something back. On that day that I will do the actual walk, I'm gonna make a t-shirt that I will be wearing that will have all the companies' names on it. So the more you give, the bigger your company name will be on the shirt. And the company that gives the most gets my shirt at the end. So I think that's about it. I hope everybody is getting in a good holiday spirit, and thank you all for believing in me, supporting me, and I hope to hear from all of you, and